What is up? Happy New Year from Stella Crew Gaming. How we all doing today, this evening, tomorrow, whatever day it is for you? It is now New Year's Day night for me, but for most of you back in North America, you're probably just going to bed or still partying. So Happy New Year's to all ya. I got a pretty badass glitch to start off the new year. It is how to duplicate your aircrafts. Alright, so it is using a pre-existing glitch, which I have shown in the past, the Deluxo glitch. Alright, so I do apologize, the video is a little bit long, but I am going to try to speed through the Deluxo part again, because you guys have already seen it, so I'm sure you know what we're doing. But, basically, to get you going, you want to make sure your aircraft hangar is full. Alright, so you can either call out Pegasus buzzers and fly them in, or buy the cheapest airplane. I think it was the that hang glider one. Can't remember what the heck it's called right now, but that's the cheapest one. So what you want to do is, first of all, visit your nightclub. Always visit your nightclub first to make sure the interior is going to show up when you go onto the map. Then we're going to go over to our hangar and we're going to fly out the plane or helicopter that we want to duplicate. Alright, so we can do this to basically duplicate ones that we bought and sell the original. Or if you're wanting to just simply do it up in different liveries, like the AQUA, it's got all the Christmas liveries unlocked right now. So that's what I did actually, is I duped 5 of them and then just put all 5 liveries on there. So that's something you can do as well. So basically we're just going to drive out the airplane or AQUA that we want to duplicate, or helicopter that we want to duplicate. And then we're going to just drive away from it and we're going to call our Deluxo. Okay, so I just flew the plane, or drove the plane up until this streetcar, got in the streetcar, and I'm going to drive away, call my mechanic, and get my Deluxo. Now your Deluxo cannot be in the back of your MOC. It can be in any garage though. Just make sure it's not in the back of the MOC.
What you need, boss? Some wheels?
Alright.
I can bring them around.
You also do need to have one full garage somewhere. So it doesn't matter as long as it's one full garage, okay? So just any one of your regular apartment garages, just make sure it's full. If it's not, just fill it up with some RH8s and you're good to go. So we're going to go ahead and basically, we called the Deluxo, we're just going to get into it, and we're going to fly to one of those 2 spots on the map. I will show them here again for you. So we've got this one right here, and then we've got the other one on the other side, just across over here. So either one of those 2 wall breaches you can use for this glitch, alright? So if you haven't seen that video yet, just go check it out, Solo Dupe Glitch, Solo Deluxo Dupe Glitch, whichever. So I'm just going to speed through this so you don't have to watch it in real time, because this video is already going to be kind of long enough. So we're just going to fly under here. I had some problems at first, but eventually we got under there. I don't know why my Deluxo was going all sideways and wonky and whatever. But we eventually get in there. So you just want to fly up into that little cavity just underneath or above the door there. So just right there. Alright, we got in there. So you just drop down and we're going to go over to this spot here on the map. Alright, that's where the interior is. And we're just going to drive or fly under there until we get to that point. Just go straight so you don't hit anything. And then we're basically just going to drop down into the nightclub interior. Now when we drop in the nightclub interior, we're just going to hold our gas. And eventually we're going to spawn outside on the map with a changed license plate. If the plate doesn't change, you did something wrong, it didn't work, maybe it came from your MOC or whichever, you will have to start from the beginning, so make sure you do watch your plate to make sure it changes, okay? So mine was blank, now it says Super Mods. And now we just want to go ahead and fly over to our full garage. So I gotta go all the way up to Eclipse Towers, so I'm just gonna go ahead and speed through that again. And we're just gonna fly all the way up to Eclipse Towers. So I've got all 6 of my apartments in here, so I just wanted to make sure before I actually went in that I was gonna go into the right one that was full. So just call your mechanic if you are uncertain and just double check. So I went through here to make sure that one there is full, which it is. Alright, so it's got a bunch of Fagios and some random stuff in there. Now, make sure there is at least one vehicle that you don't mind losing, okay? So I'm using the Fagio obviously, because this Fagio you will actually end up losing in the end. So make sure you have a Fagio or an RH8 in there. All we simply do is drive in, replace one of the vehicles, and it's going to be basically an invisible spot. Now if we go to our blue circle, you're going to see it's actually the Molotov. Alright, so we didn't change anything on it, so it didn't actually save as a dupe. So what it did is just swap those 2 around. So put my Molotov into the apartment. Okay, so now that it's in the apartment, to actually do the dupes, we have to put it into our MOC. So call out the vehicle that's in your MOC. This vehicle you're not going to lose. It doesn't matter what vehicle it is. If you don't have a vehicle in your MOC, then just again call a Fagio or whatever, buy a Fagio and put one in there, or an RH8 to put one in there. And simply you're going to just swap them out. Alright, so we're going to call our MOC vehicle, get into it, drive it back into that same garage that we just came. So mine's just a suppressor, so I'm just going to drive the oppressor in and swap it out with the Molotov that we just put into that garage. Alright, so let's drive around, get in there. Here's apartment number 5. Accept the garage full alert, and we're going to select the Molotov, and that's going to put the Molotov in our MOC. Alright, so from here, it's pretty simple. You want, again, make sure your facility, or your, what the heck's it called, aircraft, whatever, facility thingy is full. Airport hangar, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure it's full. So I was just making sure here in the video as well. So I went to Warstock Cash and Carry or Elitist Travel, and I'm just going to double check. So the cheapest one is actually the ultralight. So some of these other ones don't actually save to there. So I picked my hangar, and as you can see, I've got 20 of 20. I've already bought a bunch of ultralights in there. If you don't want to spend the money on the ultralights to fill them up, then like I said, you can just call yourself a Buzzard Attack Chopper from Pegasus, and you can fly those ones in. So you can keep calling them, fly them in, calling them, fly them in, until you do 20. Okay, there is 20 because you've got 10 on the floor and 10 in storage. So make sure all 20 spaces are full. So my controller actually died there, so that's what that little alert was, so I had to reconnect my controller. But now, as you can see, I'm going to request the personal vehicle from my MOC once again, and it is going to be our Molotov. Alright, so make sure you do this somewhere in an area where you're going to be able to actually fly it out. Okay, so in Eclipse Towers, I just backed up a little bit, and then the nice thing with this one is it takes off pretty fast, since it's a jet-powered one. Obviously the AQUA, make sure you're kind of in an open space so that you're not hitting your propellers on something, alright? So once we get into our Molotov, we're just going to simply fly it all the way over to our hangar. Alright, do a little barrel roll on the way. And when we get to the hangar, it's going to say, of course, that it is full. Okay, so hit right, accept the hangar full alert. Now you'll notice when you go in, there's going to be that Fagio in there. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. You're going to lose that vehicle. So we're going to overwrite that Fagio. Alright, we want to get that out of there. We don't want to have a car in there and create a dead spot or anything. So as you can see, I got a Fagio right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just replace over top of that Fagio. And now my Molotov is right there on the floor. Now, when I started this, I did have 2 Molotovs. Alright, I had this yellow one, and I had a stock one. So I'm just going to go over to my blue circle. Actually not yet, okay, never mind. I'll show you after. So we've got the one in there. I've got another one in storage, which is the plain stock one that I bought, alright, which I'll end up selling now. But I can walk outside. Now, here's the trick. We can just call our MOC, call another personal vehicle. Still shows that there's one in there. Just gotta wait your 2-minute cooldown, and another Molotov is gonna show up, alright? So you don't need any magic spots for this. It's basically just duping it. So when you put it into the MOC and move it into the hangar, I don't know if it thinks it's maybe a Pegasus vehicle type scenario or what the deal is, but you can now call out as many as you want. So if you want to do, like I said, 5 AQUAs and put all the deliveries on there, you could literally call out 5 AQUAs. Alright, so you just keep flying them in, accepting the full alert, and then just go ahead and overriding whatever vehicle, again, you don't mind losing. So if you've done Pegasus helicopters, you can just overwrite those, or any other thing that in there you don't mind losing, basically. Alright, so you can do this as many times as you want, sell the original. If you've bought 10 planes, you could dupe all 10 of them doing this process, and then sell the originals and make all your money back. So not too bad. So I'm just going to go ahead the second time. I'm going to just replace one of the ultralights. And then now I'm just going to go with the blue circle and show you, just to show you that it did actually dupe, because it puts them in storage. So depending on which vehicle you are overwriting, obviously, it might overwrite the one that's in storage. So if I go to blue circle, it'll now show and see go to storage. I got 2 Molotovs in there, so I'm just going to move them up here. Alright, storage, there's another Molotov, move it to slot 3. So now there you go. We've got 3 Molotovs at the back, so you can see the 2 yellow ones, the original and the one that duped, and then we have my one that I bought, just the plain stock one. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it. So again, if you want to do this again, just go outside, call your MLC vehicle, drive it in, accept the full alert, and overwrite any one of the vehicles. That's it. Alright, well actually I'm going to show you one last thing. Why not? We're on here, we're on the video. I go in to see how much the original sells for, just so you can see. Sell $1.43 million. Alright, so not too bad. So again, so if you have bought a lot of these, you can go ahead, dupe them, sell the originals, and you're golden. Alright guys, well again, Happy New Year. This is your boy Stella Crew Gaming. Until the next one, I'm out.